Hello student, welcome to Beacon High School Class 4th Mathematics Chapter number 7 Multiples and Factors Part 5. In this video, we are going to learn about the divisibility rules. We are going to learn about the new topic, that is divisibility rule. Now what is divisibility rule and why we are using it? First of all, we do not have to divide the number. We do not have to find the actual division. Without actual dividing the number, we can find whether the given number is divisible by another number or not by applying some of the rules. Let us learn one by one the rule. From the starting number, I am going to take the number as 2. Suppose we have to check whether the number is divisible by 2 or not. So how will we be checking that? If the last digit is 0, 2, 4, 6 or 8, if the last digit is 0, 2, 4, 6 and 8, then the given number will be divisible by 2. Let us take an example. Suppose the number is 216. So what you will see, whether the number is divisible by 2 or not, we have to check. You need not to apply the division rule over here. So what you will do, you will just check the last digit, unit place. What does the unit place contain? Unit place contain the number 6. If it contain number 6, we have already mentioned that the number is divisible by 2. So therefore no need to divide the numbers. Directly we can say that 216 is divisible by 2. Either if the number would be 1, 2, 3, 4. Suppose I have taken one more example. The last digit of the number is 4. Again we know if the number in the last digit is 4, it is divisible by 2. So this is the rule of divisibility test for 2. Now how you will divide the number by 2? By looking the last digit of the number. If the last digit of number contains 0, suppose if the number would be 120, yes, it contains 0, so it is divisible by 2. So you will look onto the unit place, that is your ones place. If the ones place contain the numbers like 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, then the number will be divisible by 2. Let us look another divisibility rule. Now the next divisibility test which we are going to use over here is divisibility test by 3. If the sum of the digit of the number is divisible by 3, then we will apply the divisibility test for 3. It means that the number will be divisible by 3. Let us look a number over here. We can have 246. Suppose the number would be 246. Let us understand what does this mean by the given thing. Now let us look. It was written if the sum of the digit, means you have 3 digits over here. So you have to do the sum of all the 3 digits. Let us apply the sum. So what you are going to get? 6 plus 4 is 10. 10 plus 2 is 12. So what you obtain? You obtain the number 12. And we know very well it comes in the table of 3. So given number 246 is divisible by 3. The given number 246 is divisible by 3. You can verify your answer if you want to check whether we have done right or wrong. Let us look. If I divide the number 246 by 3, we know 3 8s is 24. Done. Remainder 0. Again if I am bringing another number 6, what will happen? We know 3 2s is 6. So what is left? 0. Hence the number is divisible by 3. And we have already proved that the number after adding we got the result as 12, and we know very well 3 4s is 12. Hence the number 246 is divisible by 3. Let us take one more example. Let us understand one more example. Suppose the number would be 612. So what is our main thing? We have to add all the digits. For divisibility test of 3, we have to add all the digits present in the given numbers. So 6 plus 1 plus 2. So what do we obtain? 6 plus 1 is 7. 7 plus 2 is 9. And we know very well 3 3s is 9. So hence the given number that is 612 is divisible by 3. You can verify your answer by dividing the number, but it is need not to be done. You can have in your mind whenever there is a divisibility test for 3, you have to add all the 3 number and verify your result. Now let us look another divisibility rule. Divisibility test for 4. Now let us look the divisibility test for 4. If the number formed by the last 2 digits is divisible by 4, then we can say that the given number is divisible by 4. Now let us understand what does it mean. If I take a number as an example, number is 424. So what do I observe? It is written if the number formed by the last 2 digits. Yes, the last 2 digits will be of 4 and 2. Correct? Your last 2 digits will be 4 and 2. Please remember this thing. Last 2 digits. We have to look for the last 2 digits of the number. So the last 2 digit number is 2 and 4. That is 24. And we know very well, as soon we saw 24, we know 4 6 is 24. So hence the given number, this 24 is divisible by 4. So it means that 424 is divisible by 4. Now let us understand one more example. Suppose the number would be 306. Now if I see the number 306, this is your first example, this is your second example. If I see a number 306, again I have to look for the last 2 digit. Now if I look for the last 2 digit number, it's 06. Can you tell me whether 06 comes in the table of 4 or not? Yes, 06, it means 6, which doesn't comes in the table of 4. So hence the given number 306 is not divisible by 4. So hope you have understood how to find whether the given number is divisible by 4 or not. Let us look to the another divisibility rule. Divisibility rule for 5. If the last digit number is either 0 or 5. Now what does it mean? Let us take an example. If I do have a number 520, I do have a number 525. So the last digit over here is 0 and the last digit over here is 5. So it is already been mentioned if the last digit of the number contain either 0 or 5, then it is divisible by the number 5. So hence the number 520 and 525 is divisible by 5. If it contain number 620 also, another example, again the number at last digit is 0. So hence all the 3 numbers is divisible by 5. So this was a divisibility test for 5. Now suppose, looking to the next number, divisibility test for 6. If it is divisible by both 2 and 3, then it is divisible by 6 also. Let us look what does it mean. Now suppose I would be having an example over here. I am taking an example. Example is, the example over here is 242. So how will I do? I will have to look for both 2 and 3. And I know the rule of 2 as well as 3 now. The rule for 2 is we have to look at the last digit either 0, 2, 4, 6, 8. For 3 we have to add all the 3 digit places and then we have to check whether it is divisible by 3 or not. So first we'll check for the divisibility rule for 2. So if I write the number 242, this is for the checking of divisibility rule for 2. So what do I see? I see the number 2 at the last. As soon as I saw the number 2 at the last, I know very well it is divisible by 2. Because we know very well when the number and the digit at the last contain either 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, it is divisible by 2. Moving to the next, we have to verify with both the number 2 as well as 3. Now if I have 242 again, so what I have to do for the checking of 3? I have to add all the 3 numbers. I have added all the three numbers. On adding the number 4 plus 2, 6, 6 plus 2 is 8. So it is not divisible by 3 because we know that it doesn't comes in the table of not divisible by 3. So can we say that 242 is divisible by 6? No, because it was already mentioned it should be divisible by both 2 as well as 3. It's not that you will say that ma'am it is divisible by 2, so we can have it is divisible for 6. No, if it is divisible by both the given numbers, then it is divisible by 3. Let us take one more example. The example is, the number is 456. Now if the number is 456, what I will do? First I will check for 2. We know very well. For checking for 2, I have to look for the last digit. What do I see? The last digit contains 6, and we know very well for divisibility test for 2, it should contain either number 0, 2, 4, 6, 8. So yes, it is divisible by 2. Now looking for the another number, that is, I have to check for 3 also now. So what do I have to do? I have to add for the 3. This is the checking for 2 and this is the checking for 3. So this is 2 and this is for 3. Now for 3 what we do? We add the number 4 plus 5 plus 6. So 4 plus 6 is 10. 10 plus 5 is 15. Now we know very well 3 5 is 15. Therefore yes, the number 456 is divisible by 3. So if the number is divisible by 2 as well as 3, therefore the number 456 is divisible by 6 also. Yes, you can say that the given number 456, yes, 456, the given number, yes, it is divisible by 6 because it is divisible by both 2 and 3. This was all about the divisibility test for 6. Let us look to the another divisibility rule. Divisibility test for 8. If the you can see the definition, if the numbers formed by the last 3 digit is divisible by 8. Now in previous we have looked for the divisibility rule for 4, where we were looking the last 2 digit number. For divisibility rule for 8, we have to look last 3 digit number. Let us have an example. If I take an example 7120, I have to check for the number 120. Now I know very well 8 ones is 8. Now most of you will start dividing the numbers. You can check by dividing the number 120 by 8, or either we can do directly. We know that 8 ones is 8. So what is left after subtracting the number 4? And we know very well 8 5 is 40. So again I am telling you what you have done. 8 ones is 8. What is left? 4. You brought the number 0 over here, and 8 5 is 40. So yes, the number 120 is divisible by 8. Hence the number 7120 is divisible by 8. So moving to the next divisibility rule, that is divisibility test for 9. Again you can see if the sum of the digit is divisible by 9. The rule is same for 3 and the rule is same for 9. But only thing is you have to look, the number should come in the table of 9. And for 3 it should be in the table of 3. Now let us take one example. 549. If I add the number 5 plus 4 plus 9. I know very well 5 plus 4 plus 9. 5 plus 4 is 9. 9 plus 9 is 18. And we know very well 9 2s is 18. Yes. Therefore the number 549. Yes. 549 is divisible by 9. This was the divisibility test for 9. Now moving to the last divisibility rule, that is divisibility by 10. As the name is by 10, so we know very well, we have seen the table of 10, 20, 30, 40. This is a divisibility rule of 10. Now we know very well the number is 10 ones are 10, 10 twos are 20, 10 threes are 30, 10 fours are 40. What do we observe at the last number? Yes, the last digit is 0. So therefore we have to keep in mind that if the last digit contain number 0, then it is divisible by 10. We can have an example 400. The last number is 0 over here. So therefore this number is divisible by 10. This was all about divisibility rule. Learn very well and practice the question of your book, that is exercise 7.5. Thank you and have a nice day.